Iraq's relations with Kuwait continue to show strong signs of improvement. Kuwait's donation of $10 million towards humanitarian relief for internally displaced in Iraq demonstrates its goodwill for its neighbor. The normalization of relations is on a strong footing, and I'm hopeful that the two countries will only draw more closely together, thus benefiting mutually from the increased closeness. The major element standing in the way of these relations reaching their full potential is the current instability in Iraq. As long as turmoil continues, decisions on matters such as the missing Kuwaiti persons and property are likely to take more time and effort. Mr. President, the Kuwaiti government is understandably anxious that the security situation and the political stalemate in Iraq and its attendant demands would leave UNAMI with little time or space for its mandated role on the missing Kuwaiti persons and property. I wish to assure them and the Security Council that our commitment to this humanitarian endeavor remains clear and that Iraq remains absolutely devoted to implementing its obligations. The present report speaks of our efforts in not only keeping the issue at the forefront, but also coming up with new ideas to see how we can move together on a subject that has eluded closure for a decade now in relation to the missing persons and since 1990 in relation to the National Archives. In consultation with the International Committee of the Red Cross, we have identified the Commission of Missing Persons as a partner to Iraq. We believe that cost-effective scientific and technological means could help overcome many of the challenges in the search of missing persons. It is my hope that the situation in Iraq will stabilize to enable governmental consideration of such proposals so that the new means and techniques can be employed in the search operations. I'm also pleased that an Iraqi witness approached UNAMI to identify a gravesite in Kuwait. UNAMI will work closely with the relevant Iraqi authorities to take that witness to the site. It is our hope that these efforts might lead also to tangible results. Mr. President, the Secretary General has called for more regular contact between the Iraq-Kuwait Joint Inter-Ministerial Committee on Missing Kuwaiti Property and to build a better understanding to the practical means of finding the National Archives. I'm pleased that Iraq and Kuwait have agreed that the Property Committee will meet now twice a year. The Iraqi Prime Minister made it very clear to me that he will act on any information on the archives to help resolve the issues. UNAMI stands ready to assist Iraqi efforts in this direction. I wish to also inform the Council that we stand ready to facilitate more contacts between the two countries at all levels. Iraqi-Kuwaiti relations are excellent at the governmental level. It is time that these relations trickle down to the people-to-people level. The Kuwaiti leadership has reiterated its desire to broaden and deepen its relationship with Iraq. Deputy SRSG Bustin's proposal for a joint of young Iraqi and Kuwaiti artists in Kuwait and an exhibit of their talents together as part of a United Nations event has been welcomed enthusiastically by the Kuwaiti leaders. The security situation in Iraq permitting, UNAMI, with the cooperation of the UNDP and the two governments, will pursue this idea further. Iraq-Kuwait relations can also result in dividends for the region, with Iraq's relations being strengthened with all other countries in the Gulf neighborhood. For my part, I intend to visit Kuwait at the earliest opportunity after the aid to pursue this dossier and to further Iraq cooperation. Mr. President, in closing, I would like to express my gratitude for the trust that has been placed in me by the Secretary General and this Council to lead the UN assistance mission in Iraq. I want to note before this Council my personal gratitude to my team here in Baghdad, in Erbil, and in Basra, and to everyone in UNAMI and the UN country team for their commitment to undertake their political, humanitarian, developmental, and support tasks in a high-risk environment. Particular gratitude is due to our security colleagues and the Fijian and Nepalese UN Guard units. I look forward to continuing to fulfill the mandate entrusted to UNAMI by this Council, and I express my deep and sincere appreciation to the government and the people of Iraq for their warm and cordial welcome. Thank you.
Voilà, je remercie M. Mladinov pour son exposé. Je donne la parole maintenant au représentant de l'Irak. Vous avez la parole.